Everybody knows. So,
Yep.
all right, here we are, and we are live.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Look who we got with us today. We got beautiful Kathleen J. Lightworker, aka Katie, and we have Mark Spirit Whisperer. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Yay! Miss Thayer is not going to be probably able to come back for now anyway. She's taking a class at the same time on Thursdays. But next week we'll probably have Miss Joan and Terry back. But always happy to have these two here. They're always so good to me to come. And actually, sometimes a smaller group, you can have a little bit more fun. So welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you for asking me.
You're welcome. Oh, hi, I'm Joshi. Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you for coming over from Facebook. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Ivana Trump is dead at 73. We were just bringing that up here. Interestingly, the kids and everybody, it's not Ivanka, it's the first wife, Ivana, the mother of. Yeah. And she was only, the older we get, she was only 73. We don't really know what happened, but they found her apparently. I'm guessing she died in her sleep. I don't know yet. Donald, of course, had to go and give made it his news, even though he hasn't been married to her forever and ever. But the family did put out something, Ivanka and the boys.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm going to turn off the camera because I just saw a spider crawl into my cards. And so that there won't be any screaming when it jumps out and everything.
Okay.
I am leaving you in peace. Okay.
Okay. Very good.
Gotta go.
Just a second.
Yeah.
I gotta go for just a minute.
That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, Mark, we can talk about it. Yeah.
That makes me sick. What all did he say about her?
I don't know, but everything's always about him.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that
at least let his kids talk about her or something. Shut up. He hasn't been with her for years.
Right. And he cheated on her with Marla Maples. And and probably a whole bunch of other people.
Who knows how many?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm sure he did on this last one. I forgot her name.
I did not know that she had been remarried for a very short time to an Italian businessman who ended up dying at age 49.
Wow.
And I read that. And they were only married like a year, like between 2008 and 2009 or something like that. And she kept half of his ashes and the other half went to his family. But I knew she was married to a younger guy for a period of time. And I'm guessing it was probably, I don't know, maybe at least 10 or maybe 15 years younger than her. But anyway, yeah. So
well, seemed to stay out of all the, you didn't really ever hear her say nothing about it.
You never really did. Yeah. Yeah. You never really did. Yeah.
Never talked
definitely.
about it.
Okay.
All right. You okay?
I can't find it now. Yeah, I can't find it now. So it's going to be, I might jump and squeal. Jump and squeal. You know why?
Well, I've got mice in the wintertime, and all of a sudden I'll look and there's one running across with a piece of macaroni in its mouth. So, yeah, I understand.
I mean, I'm okay with spiders if they're across the room or if I can see them. It's just if they're very close and they come out, it.
Sure. He did, Linda? I didn't hear that. Well, I'm glad because he doesn't say anything nice really about anybody. So,
really.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so I just want to start off here because I think her name is Maitra. She was here yesterday when I was reading with Ron, and actually was one of the last readings that we did. And she was married and after 13 years gave birth to a baby who died 4 days later.
Oh.
And so we did the best we could when we were checking in on her. And we were telling her that, a lot of the times these contracts are the reason they're short-lived. These babies are short-lived. They come in to meet the contract and to possibly bring a healing or growth to the mother or the father or whoever needs that healing. But I pulled a card that was kind of like I can't remember what it was, but it was like an island, and then there were two ways off of this. It looked like in between, if you understand what I mean. It was like an in between, and I had said that her daughter was sort of in between, but I did not mean she's stuck in between. I don't. I want you to know that. What I meant is that she spends a lot of time with you, around you, as a soul, and so I believe she's definitely gone to heaven, but she's likes to hang around you. If you guys can get anything else out of this and get your own feelings about it, because Ron didn't really know at that point what to say, and of course it's I don't want to sound trite. For any mother to lose a child is horrendous, but if you have any clarity that you guys might feel, if do you have a first name of that beautiful baby that you had? It would be nice. It might help. So let's see. Oh, hi, Rick Swade. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Let me get it here. Um, she wants to know if she'll conceive again. It would be interesting to know that.
And her name
Hazel.
was Hazel.
Her baby's name was Hazel. Okay. Thank you for letting us know.
So,
Hi to everybody.
I feel that she knows that the hurt, she recognizes the hurt. She wants to heal the hurt because she has so much love. But love, someone, I can't remember where the quote was, but they said grief is just love with no place to go. And I've always thought that
Wow.
was a very strong statement. And it's that love she has that she she wants you to feel it. She wants you to keep going. And she is saying that there will be a child in your life, but I don't know if there will be a child that you have, that you conceive and you deliver, or if it's going to be a child that you love that is given to you, that you becomes your child because of like osmosis. It's like they become a part of you. But I see that there is a child and they become a part of you. The but I don't know if you have it or if you adopt it. But she she will always watch over you, always be around, because her soul and your soul, there was just a piece of her inside of you. And so you a piece of her soul was inside of you. Your body surrounded it. So you got to connect on a deep level. And she says that now, after birth, after the heart valve, the valve in her heart closed and she took a breath, she knew in that moment what it was like to feel human.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only moment she needed for this cycle, because she is more evolved. I know it sounds crazy, but you had a child, but were more evolved in their soul path than you.
Hmm. And that could happen. Yeah. Yep. That's when
Mhm.
I had said yesterday that perhaps she came in as a lesson for the mother for her to evolve. Yeah. Yep.
Um, well, what I'm hearing from the energy, I was just looking at cards at the same time, but I feel like a bit a little different. Like not that experienced about being on the earth plane, so like a newer soul as far as that goes. And its experience was it needed the experience of being born into the earth. And I feel like it was just looking for that.
Mhm.
And it was an agreement. I do get that with your soul. Now, that would be something before you came here, so be something that was on your conscious mind. But she's saying you made the agreement, and that because you were strong enough to keep going, even with that experience. Now, I'm not saying that experience wasn't devastating and really hard and emotional, but on some level, you agreed to do this for that soul and said, I'll be able to get through it and stay standing. Um, and I feel like your soul, this is the six of coins, but I feel like your soul was strong enough to give this gift to this younger, littler soul here.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was a gift
yeah,
for the young one. And I feel like, just consider that somehow, you know, and it's giving me goosebumps all over my whole body, but
Mhm.
that was this card is also like generosity, what
Yeah.
is, when you give to charity and stuff, but it's not that this was charity, but it was a gift you were able to give
Mhm.
right.
and still have enough for yourself. So it kind of goes along with what I was hearing.
Yep.
And then it sent
Yeah,
her
and
on her way to her next adventure. And this experience of being born into the earth to a loving human was filled up cups. This is the Nine of Cups.
Mhm.
mhm.
But what I'm hearing is it kind of sent her off stronger to the next part of her adventure. So if you can just consider that, it might make you feel a little differently about it. I know it's so hard.
Right. Well, and that makes so much sense, because I was getting on the the baby, what her soul contract was, and then you picked up on the mom, what her soul contract was, and how they mesh together.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And I think mom was super generous and loving. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I did ask quickly about children in the future, and I see family in the future. With a little all in the pride,
Uh-huh.
little dog and cats, but they're all one family.
Uh-huh.
And I see persistence, stay
Ah,
the
keep
course.
trying. Keep
Yeah,
trying. Yep.
keep the try. And you have to do the thing
Yeah.
in order, or
Mhm.
you have to
Yeah. Yeah.
pursue some avenue. But and then being persistent, focus on the family, and you'll manifest a baby's what I'm getting. So that all sounds like yay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good.
Awesome.
Good. So it looks pretty positive. And Kathleen said, if not your own, then you could adopt. But Mark says maybe you will, but you have to be persistent, and you know what that means. So
Well,
yes.
and you have to
Yeah.
I've known several people who the moment that they gave up and adopted
Then they
and
had
they had a child, they had a biological child because it took the pressure off
well,
of,
Mhm.
the performance pressure off of them, and they relaxed, and it happened.
Yeah, that's usually how it does. For me, as a child that was not supposed to be born, was a big surprise. It happens, and it just happens when it's supposed to happen. So, anyway, we wish you lots of love, like we did yesterday. And but why did she
But
go? If
why
she
did she
wanted to,
go?
I
well,
thought she wanted to experience birth onto the earth plane. So
yeah,
going from spirit into physical existence. It's like her soul wanted that experience. Now, I felt like it might be
So
a
that
young
she could remember.
and needed
Oh, really?
it in sort
mhm,
of steps or
yeah,
something.
yep,
Maybe it was.
maybe
Maybe
it will.
it was
Yeah,
not. Maybe they didn't need to get over the. I was thinking that there was some lingering thing about death that they wanted a soul experience
hmm.
of dying to get over a fear. That's what I.
There's that, and then the other thing is that I'm going to make a contract that I'm going to come in, but I'm not going to stay long in order to advance the spiritual process of my mother and father, or mother or father, or whatever.
I
And it's
see.
like self-sacrifice in a way. Yeah, yeah,
I see. Okay,
yeah,
because I was. It was like at that. That was from the child's perspective. It's like
right, yeah,
she needed she needed she, this one experience, this one thing
yeah,
was
yeah,
what she so desperately needed to fit in.
yep.
And
For
so I was
her
thinking,
and the
wow.
others' growth. Some of them come in and they're very self-sacrificing. And
Mhm.
but again, I don't want to make light of anything like that. We don't want to say that a child wants to choose to leave after 4 days ever. I don't want that.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is for
that
entertainment purposes
that would
only.
kill me.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we send you lots of love, dear. All right, so Kiva would like an angel card. I can do that. uh
See, I have angels and ancestors.
there you go.
Where is
She's
my
okay.
angel deck?
She is okay, dear. She is okay. She's in the
Yes,
right
she's fine.
place. She's perfectly fine.
Yeah, she's fine, and
Yeah.
she's not stuck between
No,
heaven and earth. But
no.
she visits you often.
She visits you. That's what I meant by that. Not no. Right. All right. So Kiba, I got Sabriel, the angel of impossible miracles. I love that. I didn't know there was an angel that did that. Astonishing surprises, rapid healing, sparks of wonder. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle. I'll set a series of events into motion to bring it about. And it looks like surprises are coming. And it's Archangel Sabriel. That's who I got. Thanks, Kiba. Did you get one,
Oh,
Kate?
uh,
Oh,
yeah.
pretty.
It says animal guardian,
Oh,
and she's holding a deer. There's a crow, a hawk, a um, an owl. You know, and it says trust your instincts. When you, I can say this professionally, I guess. When you have animals and you are protecting them from predators, your instincts become sharper
mm,
because you
mm-hmm.
notice, if a certain color is streaking across the pasture, your eyes go to it, and if it's a coyote, you count heads, you know.
Yep, yep,
So I think what this is saying is trust your instincts, but be aware of who you are, where you are, what you're doing,
mm-hmm.
and always don't be paranoid, but always trust that animal instinct that tells you if
Right. Your
there
gut
is
intuition.
danger.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a special sense that you don't even realize that you're doing. But whenever you're like whenever you're taking care of herd animals, you automatically do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have realized that my difference between walking down the street, going to the store, and walking out and taking the weeds out of the fence row. I mean, I wouldn't have, but it was that, are my animals okay? Looking whenever I see a predator, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's the key. You need to not be paranoid, but to be aware that of what you are and what your surroundings are saying. And I think that's just life. I mean,
Sure.
spirit protects us from energy, but we have to protect us from physical.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. So, Mark, you'll like this. Yesterday, I pulled a card for the god Ceranus, Cere. You know who I'm talking about with the
He's,
antlers? With
yeah,
the antlers.
he's a
And
version.
I look up and I see a deer walk by my window.
Oh, how cool. Yeah,
Oh wow.
I think
And
he,
that's my spirit guide.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my spirit guide anyway. I've always
Oh
had an affinity for them. So
wow.
yes, and when things like that happen, it said that it meant that my guides are saying everything's going the way it should go, and so on and so forth. It was awesome.
Awesome.
plus that's
Oh, that
versions.
is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Celtic version, I think. I just
Oh,
wanted to tell Keeper that I pulled a little cat angel real quick.
oh, okay.
And
Oh,
it's definitely an angel because look, he's up in space. He's got a little space flying around. And
yeah.
it says, risk, take a chance. So I feel like Spirit's urging you to start something you've been thinking about. And they're,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead, start it. Start it.
All right. That's cool. All right. I tell you, I've got all of your names here. I've got Cynthia, I've got Jill, I got Rick, I got Carolyn, Linda, Tammy, Craig, Wiki. Okay. But I'm going to bring this first one up because I really would like to talk about this. And not that it's enjoyable to talk about, but it is the 10-year-old child that was pregnant and had to go to another state in order to get
Mhm.
an abortion. And so Jill brought this up, and she was wondering about the raped 10-year-old. Actually, the girl was 9 when she was raped, and she was raped twice by the same guy who was 27. Why was she not protected? I'm not quite sure, but it was an illegal alien that had come in, and not from the sky, but an illegal alien came in, and I don't know how but I think, and later on she says, and I agree with her here, that let me see. Oh, Carolyn pipes up and says, I think that she might be an angel here to help us. Do you feel like this? I don't know. I don't want to say that anything was divine because that's inexcusable. All of this is inexcusable, but it is interesting. Do you think we're going to see more of this? Do you think that we're going to see more? Because even the president was not happy about it, and a lot of people poo-pooed it on Fox News. Of course, they said, "Oh, this didn't happen," and then they found out it really did happen. So, any thoughts or questions or feelings around this?
Well, I feel like that souls often choose what we consider a horrifying experience.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was gonna say.
So, in
Mhm.
this case, perhaps to teach the world something too. So,
Right.
it's a lot of times it's about waking us up on some level, and this little soul volunteered for it. Now, that doesn't mean you remember that when you're here, but
Right. Yeah.
um,
Right.
it's service, guys. It's
It
about
is service.
service.
Yeah.
And sometimes we can't figure it out, but it's that same thing. Why didn't their guy? And plus, the guides don't drop in and
Yeah.
interfere if it's your soul's
Purpose or yeah.
journey. Like those kids that were all murdered at
Uh-huh.
the school. Uh, all those guys didn't just ignore those kids. Again, I think it's trying to get the group called humanity to wake up and
Right.
learn that maybe life is more important
Yep.
than religious dogma
Yeah.
or
Yep.
gun or
That's right. That's
else.
right. And how you can't make it, you can't, nothing's black and white. There are exceptions that need to be made, even in the most
Yes.
strict ideas. And we're not seeing that. We're seeing complete
And I mean,
oblivion.
the thing that's completely asinine is the fact that an ectopic pregnancy, that they have placed that into the realm of abortion, because an ectopic pregnancy just means that
Crazy.
instead
Yeah.
of
It's in your
the
tube.
baby attaching
Right.
to the uterine wall, it attaches in the tube, and if when the tube ruptures because of the baby's growth, the mother will die.
I know.
No,
No
no
way, no two
questions,
words
no.
about it. Yeah.
Yes, the mother
Yeah.
will die. And for anybody to say, "Oh, well, that's all right because we're killing the big person, and
Yeah.
the little person wouldn't have lived anyway, so it's fine." And I'm like, but
I know.
it
I
makes
know.
me crazy.
And you live in one of the worst places for it, so it must be really hard for you. Because Stitt did that way even before Roe v. Wade was overturned, I think, didn't he?
Yeah,
Didn't
I
the
mean
governor do that? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
well
Crazy.
he abortions are not illegal in Oklahoma, but a doctor who gives an abortion um, is in danger of having his license removed,
Yeah.
a $40,000 fine. I mean, there's just several
All the
things
reasons not to do it.
stacked
Right.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I pulled some cards here from my good old character deck, and I get here that, there's a wrestling ring, and I get the feeling that this particular person, she just overpowered this young girl. And, there was a lot of people, a candle in the wind, they're only putting a Band-Aid on the problem, but she was brought here, or she was brought up and made as an example, because you can't have black and white thinking. And of course, that breaks our hearts. This poor little girl has to go through that. And there's the abortion, the claw that comes through. And what it really boils down to is this law is a piece of poop, piece of shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. So thanks for your insights. Somebody asked, is it karma? It's one of those things, like when we were even talking, people talk about the Holocaust. Oh, all those people signed up to be there and go through that experience. That's really, really hard and difficult to wrap your mind around why anybody would do that.
Right. I got, look, these three cards together, Mark, tell me what you think. I got the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. She was to bring deep focus, deep thought into the world as a gift to clear up everyone's vision, so that they could see that working on this they could see at a base level that it would not work. You understand? And it touched far more people than they realize. This is the Queen of Cups.
Absolutely. Yep. Well, the EU has put in their charter that people have the right to an abortion. That's how angry they are about what happened here. So
it's just the whole thing of nobody should tell somebody else what to do with their body. I don't care. It's possible
I agree
that a woman might accidentally get pregnant, and nobody wants that baby. Nobody's going to care for it. They can't afford it. They never meant to have it. Nobody was, and I think it's their choice whether or not to have it. It's better, maybe not.
But not for a 10-year-old. Yeah, not for a 10-year-old.
Well, no, not that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about regular grown-up people. Self-pregnant without wanting to be, and maybe doesn't want to be a mother and all that. And so that's better than bringing an unloved child into the world that nobody wants to take care of. Because all
Right.
the people that are so anti-abortion, you don't see them running around taking care of the kids that need adoptions or families.
Uh-huh.
They don't do nothing about that. So
That's right.
shut
That's
up.
right.
And heaven forbid a mother wanting 2 months of maternity leave
Yeah.
and anything reasonable for
I know.
children.
That's right. No. I know it's really hard to get off a soapbox of something that's so ridiculous. It really is. I mean, it's like, why are we talking about this in 2022? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, Judith, I just want to say that everybody is sending you lots of love and love for your husband who is undergoing radiation, and certainly good energy and healing for him, and love for you as well, because you're enduring it just as much as he is. So, all right. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You are all so great, honestly. Okay, we have Cynthia Pierce. Does my Aunt Thelma have a message for my family?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay.
Throw some cards.
Okay.
Hearing nothing either.
How long ago did she pass, Cynthia? Is she recently passed? Sometimes they don't want to talk to us. Not just because they're recently passed, but sometimes they're was she outgoing, or was she a very shy person?
There's Cynthia. Oh, she just passed this Sunday. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
that may be why I can't.
Yes. Yes.
It's a little too quick, sweetie.
Yeah.
It's not that I freaking know anything, but
Yeah.
there's busyness right at first.
Yeah,
Right.
there is.
Quite often I can't get something right away. It's and I know it's been a few days, but she's still busy doing stuff. Like, when I was using my pendulum, can get a message and it just going, no, you cannot. And I'm going, well, I never did that. That's very no.
You're getting awful bossy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, we're not trying to. Yeah, she may be in life review, and we're not trying to make light of your loss, dear.
Oh,
no.
That's
It's
why you know that.
I'm so sorry.
But I was thinking that might be why we can't connect with her.
Right.
My mother is also somebody that's really hard to connect with. I've only been connected to her once, but she died, 35 years ago. She's doing something. But I believe Aunt Thelma probably is still busy.
Cynthia Pierce, do not apologize.
Oh, no, you don't have to apologize.
It's just
no,
don't apologize. It's just that
it's okay. You didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe give it a couple of weeks and come back and ask again, and we might be able to get a hold of her for you. Absolutely.
She will do something. It's just that weird thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but it comes up over and over. So it's not just this,
Yeah. But and especially when you've lost somebody, you really feel like you want to, make sure they're okay and make sure that they're, I pulled an angel card for you, and it was the angel of unconditional forgiveness, and it's Haziel. And this angel is lovingly encouraging you and is non-judgmental. And it says here, I raise your vibration through love and forgiveness. And if you want to know, ask the angels, it says. Ask the angels. So ask your angels before you go to bed at night. If Aunt Thelma can come through. If she can't, maybe your guides and your angels can come through at least and give you a little bit of, but yeah, it takes a little bit of time over there. And some people are faster than others.
Yeah. Okay, it's a beautiful card. And it says, blue star, follow the light of your inner compass. The blue star. it
Mhm.
will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. So anytime you're feeling undone and everything, just center yourself
Yep.
and go back to that core. To it's like it's your center of strength.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I hear, oh, are you done?
Go ahead.
Oh, I hear that she was well protected there during the transition. It looks like a nice group of, this is, it says, oh, protection,
Uh-huh.
metal armor suit, but I can just see this group helping her with the transition, and she was well guided, and it's like they were around. And the
Uh-huh.
other thing is, I'm just hearing again, oh, she's busy exploring,
I
exploration.
imagine when you get over there, it's like, wow, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I feel like that's kind of where she is too. Ooh,
Yeah,
this,
I
yeah,
know. Yeah. And some people, I don't know how what the cause of death was, but some people that pass quickly, they're really confused because they don't know where they are and they don't know what happened yet.
yeah,
Those who have had lingering illness or whatever, or even older age, they kind of resigned to the fact that this is where they're going to end up. But others are surprised
Yeah.
completely. Yeah.
I picked up something on my table. That's why I'm doing all the jumping and shaking and everything. And my spider friend, I'm going to name him Bob. And Bob came out and he ran across my fingertip, and I didn't scream. And
Uh-huh.
he ran under that computer, and I'm going to hope he stays there. But Bob and I may have some bonding time that
You might.
I mean,
You
sweet
just might.
more. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That's a
yeah.
lesson for you, Kathleen. See? We all have them. Yep, we all have them. Oh, awesome. All right, Bob, back off. Go find burgers, Bob's Burgers. So Rick Swade wants to ask. He has a BF or an ex BF. I don't know, boyfriend. They had a big fight. He wonders if he'll come back. We did read on. I thought it was. Is it this person, Rick, or was it somebody else yesterday? I don't remember. I thought his name was Jay. But anyway, we'll look into it, see what we can find out.
yeah. This one's new to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
John,
he's a Facebook one. Yeah.
John's the one that left, or after a fight. Okay.
Oh, his real name is John Jay. Okay. All right. Ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Well, you want you want me to go?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay. I didn't get things uh, off the top of my head, so I'm just doing
Okay.
this as a card reading,
Yep.
and anything I get from that
Mm-hmm.
from spirit is good. Okay. I got that. Yeah, this is a crossroads, but there's still the hope of a happy family, because I got the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. It's there, but you need emotional maturity,
That's what I got.
perseverance,
Yeah.
and communication, and being able to see what is actually happening and make decisions about it. That
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
it's like that communication, that clarity, that this is my wants, my needs, my issues. The those are your wants, your needs, your issues, and how do we homogenize them so that they can live together?
Hmm. Hmm.
And that is a very difficult thing to do. But I think he still has romantic feelings, but I don't know where you're at because these things were brought out. I don't know.
Hmm.
I just not sure how.
I got the same thing, and I think Ron did yesterday. He felt that there was some emotional maturity that had not been met yet.
Did you pull cards? Well, this fight was apparently a big one. And I got the upside
Ooh.
down three of
Oh,
swords. So, it's like hurt his feelings. And it was like, emotionally kind of devastated.
Uh-huh.
And I still feel him in his emotions quite a bit, right? Before I pulled this card, that was the thing that always still pretty emotional and going through it.
Hmm.
But I got the chariot, which I feel like there's going to be some forward movement, though, once we kind of get balanced a little bit from this. And then the Page of Wands, which is passion, romantic, sex. The wand could be like, who. And
Hmm.
this will be like starting, like a restart maybe with the page. And the Queen of Wands, I'm going to say, would be you. Uh, I don't know. Is this, well, I don't want to say that, but um, the Page of Wands can be like same sex or a mix,
Hmm.
gender, all kind of gender stuff. So just because it looks like a girl doesn't mean that. And the same thing with this.
Yeah.
But this is like being satisfied, and it also seems to speak about romance coming back.
Okay.
So I feel like it's not completely over.
He says in his comment that he hurt him a lot. So yeah, there's going to be some licking of wounds, and
yeah.
and trust
Yep.
issues that need to be reinforced. Yeah. I'm
But
not going to read again because I did
e-
yesterday.
everything about my reading, though, it said that there was something there
There's
to
something
to
there. Yeah.
to try to build if everybody is
Is willing to
emotionally
do the
mature enough
work.
to
Yeah,
build.
relationships are a lot of work, and most
Yeah.
of us,
Yeah.
some days we want to just say, "Oh, forget it. It's not worth it," but it
Hmm.
really is. Yeah.
Right.
Good luck, dear. Good luck. Thank you so much. All right. Linda Thompson, let's change it up. Wonders if her ancestors have any messages for her. So
Oh, ancestors.
let's see what I can find. These. Wiki, could you give us your mom's name? I have you down here to read for, but I don't have her name. Just the first name is all we need. Thank you. Hmm.
Huh. There's a one thing that they said that you have come so far spiritually, but you need to let go of attachments, and they want you to know that there was some ancestral trauma that you healed with your stopped with your generation, and you began to heal that. And so they just wanted you to recognize how much you have done for your predecessors, for your, you know, and how much you're going to do for your lineage, because you took out that one nugget of generational trauma.
Cool. Wow. All right.
That's cool.
That is cool. I love it. Good.
Go ahead, Allie.
Okay. Linda, listen to your dreams. You're going to have some vivid dreams, or you have had some vivid dreams. They're trying to talk to you a little bit more. And anytime that they come, any of your ancestors come or your family comes in your dreams, it's a visitation. If they're talking to you. So there are vivid dreams coming. And, sometimes it's hot and cold. In other words, you don't know when the dream is going to come. They don't maybe come every night or whatever. But you will get an epiphany, it says. You will be able to get that epiphany. And they love that you are with birds of a feather. They said, oh my God, you're with all these wonderful people here. And because I know you live in a red state, that little tiny blue dot. So anyway, you got birds of a feather here, Linda, and we love you. Thank you.
And just because this seems like what Allie was saying, it's the high priestess, but that they're working on your inner communication there, and want you to know that that's them, I think.
Yeah.
And that they might be encouraging you to take a few steps and create a little magic somehow. So I think, try to pay attention to those messages, because it's leading towards some kind of action.
There you go. So actually, those messages may come in the dreams. Who knows? Yeah. That's awesome.
I definitely got dreams soon as, because I just while you were talking, and I went, oh yeah, dream time.
Dream time. Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to go first to Wiki because I got her mother's name, and I didn't want to forget what it is. It's Maria Luisa. Maria Luisa. Her birthday was Monday. Apparently, she's on the other side. I love this picture of the handmaid with her finger in a good position. I love that show. Anyway, I love that show. Yeah.
Let's see. And her, what was her mom's name again?
Maria Luisa. Yeah.
She was funny, but she was also strict, but she was funny and just a joy. Just whenever I felt her, I couldn't help but just grin. I think that that's her message to you, is to remember me with joy in your heart. Remember me with exuberance, with spontaneity. Every time you have that I want to be remembered that way. I want to be remembered with joy. I want to have, I mean, you can have the poignancy afterwards, but she wants that rush of joy in your heart, because that's the way she lived. She just had joy all the time. and she could get mad, she could get everything like that, but somehow you knew, even when she was tearing you up, that, tearing you up one side and down the other, that if you were walking away and you fell over and hurt yourself, there would be like, oh, she would be the most worried of all. It's not, that's how she lived her life. She was somebody who gave unconditional love.
Hmm. Oh,
That's
beautiful.
that's
Yeah,
beautiful. That's
it
beautiful.
is. Yep.
Wiki, did your mom have a dog? I know that's a weird question, but I'm just curious. I also hear her saying, yeah, uh, that she's always with you whenever you think of her. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
her consciousness is with you when you think of her. And so, like, around her birthday, or maybe when she passed, or, holidays or something, but she says she always comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like she wanted to tell me, Wiki, that she has a companion, a little doggy,
Mm-hmm.
with her on the other side. And, I pulled the fool when I was thinking that. And normally,
Oh.
the little dog's always there. And normally that wouldn't really mean that for me. But then I went,
Mm-hmm.
wait, no,
Yeah.
and I have a little companion with me over
Mm-hmm.
there, that happily skipping towards the rainbow. I love these cards. I don't
Yeah.
know. It
Yeah.
just looks like she's happy over there,
Over
even
there. Yeah.
she wasn't all the time over here. She is over there. It's like a happy and fun adventure, but she's connected to you like her consciousness, and it will always be. And so
Yeah.
your
I get
thought,
that.
she's right there.
Absolutely. Whenever you're thinking of her, Monday she was with you because you were thinking of her, and she's back here today with
Yeah.
you because it's she knew you were going to come in today. Look at this. I don't know if she talked to you a lot on the phone, but this also is a communication card. She wants to be able to express things with you, have conversations with you. So if you want to talk with her, just talk with her. Hopefully she'll come through in your dreams. And if she does, then that would be a visitation. But yes, I'll always say, oh, Mom, guess what? Somebody's having chocolate cake. I mean, I talk to my mom all the time.
Yeah, and I was just led to just pull out a card, and I got vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. So I think
Yeah.
that 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 is the message. I mean, because I got that she wanted you to have joy. She wanted you to to think of her and be happy and all that kind of stuff. But Mark got that she's with you, and then you got that. It's like you were telling you how to make the circle, to connect the circle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems like,
Yeah. And
to
she said she
fit to
called her
complete
mother.
the circuit.
Yeah, she called her mother every day.
Yeah,
Carolyn, I was just going to say that Katie has a goat,
yeah,
and
baby,
that's is that
I'm
the
sorry.
inside.
don't be sorry. I just wanted you to know that's her goat, and she's a little
Yeah,
kid.
they think they're dying because they don't have any more sweet feed. That when the sweet feed runs out and they have to
Oh,
actually eat grass, that's that particular nay.
right.
Poor
Yeah.
baby. No.
Yes, Tracy Ralph, that's true. Whenever she's thinking of Wiki's thinking of her mom, she's right there. I agree, and that's everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody has that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but to be able to converse back and forth, you need to, that joy needs to be there. You
Right.
need to
To know she's
to
in a good place too. Yeah.
yeah, to know she's in a good place, to have that joy there, and
Hmm.
then it's like that opens the the connection further.
Absolutely. Thank you, Wiki. Thank you for bringing in your mom. So Carolyn has just a basic question. She said, "How should I best help my own awakening?" She's read about the Empath Survival Guide, and that's really good. Can you or the guides recommend anything else? She says she's not good at meditation, but so right off the bat, what I'm thinking about is uh, ask your angels. You can do written responses to things, like get a workbook type of a thing. If you can't meditate, at least you can consider things and then write them down. That might be helpful to you. What do you guys have, any suggestions for her?
Well, on YouTube, um, about spiritual awakenings and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's one person. Her name is Christina Lopes, Lopes, and
Mm-hmm.
then you just Christina in front of it, and then she has initials and everything after her name. But um, she she gives you clear, concise. It's kind of like she marries the scientific part and the spiritual part together and makes them make sense.
Oh,
And
nice.
I really
Okay.
enjoy her. And she's Christina Lopes
Okay.
on
That's a
on
good
YouTube,
suggestion. Yes.
and I think she has books and all that kind of stuff. But I only know her through YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But there's a
Thank you.
lot of my questions and everything that I had when um, I was first finding things and everything and thinking I was crazy, and then doing this and thinking I was crazy, and then yada yada
Mm-hmm.
yada. There's a lot. She
Yeah.
was finally who I found, who
Right.
made me realize,
Made
okay,
you have
okay,
didn't feel funny. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I heard stuff like I often do, and then I would just like try to draw cards to see if it's going to go along with what my brain's telling me. And
Okay.
it did. First thing that jumped out at me, sweetie Carolyn Adams, who I don't know if I know you yet. Uh, I don't think I ever met a single person who told me they were good at meditation. So that,
No, that's true.
and so that don't mean you get to get away with not trying anyway. So I'm going to say that.
Mhm.
Maybe don't think of it as meditation, but just getting a quiet mind for a minute or 2 minutes.
Mhm.
Just start
Mhm.
with, can I just breathe and be quiet? My chitter chatter mind, just let it be quiet for a minute. And just start with a minute because I'm getting pounce on it. So
Wow.
you're gonna have to like play around, and it's also saying improvisation. Just make it up, So it again, you got to play around. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I'm really good at meditation now, but in the beginning, I could not meditate for 30 seconds. So that's
Right.
kind of being funny about this. It doesn't, if you've never done it, it doesn't seem like you're able to, but you can. And if you are persistent and you trust,
Mm-hmm.
take the leap. This one also says, look, and
Mm-hmm.
look, kitty cat, look, he's jumping from I can to do it. So
Ah.
I know this kind of sounds like I'm fussing at you, but I'm not. I'm just trying
Mm-hmm.
to joke you into playing around with that because in that moment, pretty soon, it won't take long. It seems like it'll be forever. It's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind gets quiet, and eventually your brain figures out that quiet mind is what helps you, and it'll start playing along once it figures it out. Like you might have to be, shut up and sit down. I'm trying to be quiet for 2 seconds, in the beginning, but it eventually gets it and it goes, oh, this helps. So it will shift, but you have to be
Yeah.
persistent and trust you can do it. And the reason is, then spirit it's much easier for you to hear or see what spirit's trying to get through to you in
Mm-hmm.
that kind of
Mm-hmm.
quiet state. Anyway.
So for
Yeah,
what
and
it's worth, go
I,
ahead, Kate. Go ahead.
okay, whenever I first started trying to meditate, I couldn't, and I was just going crazy.
yeah,
And I did guided meditations. I did
yeah,
Uh-huh.
binaural beats. I
yeah,
did all that stuff to slow it
Get it
my
out of your
mind
way.
down,
Yeah.
and then I could go into, but I didn't start out, at the 30-minute mark. Oh, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I started out at the 2-minute mark.
Me too.
Right. Right. Yeah. Start slow. Absolutely. So for what it's worth, and it may be illegal in your state, chewable pot is really good to get your mind completely out and get all that junk out and just be in a like a flow state. I've tried it once and I was mostly giggly, but I've heard from other people that it really helps. So I'm
Mhm.
not suggesting anybody do anything that you don't want to do, but I'm also not a smoker, but I like those little chewable things. So, all
Water
right.
also helped me a lot because
Did it?
I
Yeah.
kept asking Spirit to, we got to get this together because I can't meditate worth the crap. And then plus I was working full time and I always felt like it was too much time. I don't have time. I can't do
Right.
it. I'd make up a million excuses. And
Uh-huh.
finally,
Mhm.
Spirit said, why don't you do it at the same time as, like, take a bath and meditate at the same time? So then it felt
Uh-huh.
like I wasn't wasting time because I needed to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then the water also, something about it,
Ooh, I haven't ever done that.
move into the zone.
Oh.
So, because I would like
Okay.
dance and put crystal,
Okay, I'm gonna have to
the
I'm
Oh,
ritual.
gonna
like
have
in
to
a
do that
bathtub or a
tonight.
hot tub or something? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do that
Okay.
tonight.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Some legal, some not, some possibly your decision. Anyway,
Against
so Craig had a bright flash of light in his room at 9:05. My goodness, Craig. Um, you've also had the radio turn on. So, did I ever tell you my alarm clock story, Craig? What happened was I had a battery operated $5 alarm clock, and I set it for 6 a.m. because that's what time I had to get up, and it went off at 3. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's 3 o'clock. It's not 6 o'clock. And I looked at it to make sure, and I had set it for 6 o'clock. The next day, I set it for 6 o'clock. It went off at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, what is going on? I thought for sure I knew, and it was my brother. I knew that it was my brother. My brother is a real trickster. But what really blew my mind was I did not want that to happen again. So I took the battery out of the clock. And the next night, clock went off at 3 o'clock. There was no battery. It wasn't plugged in. Sometimes there's people trying to give
Wow.
you a message. They really want to it might be your mom. It might be whoever's on the other side. They want you to pay attention to something. So that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it anyway.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't have a story
That's
to
okay.
go on top of that one. That was just awesome.
It blew my
Wow.
mind. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
The night he died, he turned on my coffee machine, and it didn't have a set
Wow.
timer on it. Yeah, he's done lots of little things like that. He was very metaphysical, and so I know it's him. Yeah. Yep. All right. Any other things that you can think of, folks?
Well,
I don't think it's your regular guide, Craig. It seems it's from someone else.
Okay.
Like I don't get that it's Clara in this.
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
either. Yeah. Yeah. But his mom passed. Maybe it's his mom.
Yeah, I'm feeling
You
it's
know.
more like a. Not, that's what I was going to say. It feels more like a relative,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and they're not great
But
at
it feels
yet.
it feels
Yeah, I'm sorry.
male.
Oh.
It feels male to me too now.
Okay.
Would that be your dad? Would that be an uncle?
I don't know.
But go ahead,
Okay.
Mark.
No, I'm just getting that it's not the guys. I feel like she's selling me. It's not me.
Yeah.
It's something else.
It's somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, and
Somebody's trying to get your attention. I would venture to say they're probably going to also do it again. But I would listen to whatever comes out on the radio also. It might be a song.
Oh,
It might
yeah.
have words in it. It might be a message in the radio. but if it's somebody talking or whatever, listen, whatever you can hear that comes off on the radio at that time. It seems to me that might be important.
But um I get it was a there it's a male, and it's someone, but it's someone who maybe his grandfather or something, but it's like he feels attached to you
Oh.
personally, like through lineage,
Mm-hmm.
or like ancestral or whatever. And
Ooh. Oh, cool. All
the
right.
country came, huh? Well, it was like
Okay.
it was like you're being pushed. What I'm seeing is I'm watching my dog Shiro, my Great Pyrenees, herd goats,
Uh-huh.
and he's herded, and I'm like, why am I seeing this? So I'm thinking that you are going to get a definite message, and it may be a meaningful one, because it was like the herd dog was insistent,
Uh-huh.
you
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah. Hmm.
Craig's
Yeah.
dad's name was Benjamin Franklin Dixon.
Oh. Yes, that was his name. Isn't that cool?
I know.
That was his dad.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also
And
love that Craig has a radio that time travels. It goes
I
back.
know.
I
It
know,
just
right?
like
That's
There are
cool.
stations like that though. There's jazz and then there's 40s, 50s, whatever. But
I'm teasing.
if the country music, I don't care for country music. If it came on, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, oh my God. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but that might be an older relative like Grandpa.
Could be like grandpa or yeah, might be. Definitely. All right. We only have time for one more today. I'm sorry, everybody. Some of you who come in later in the time, I can't get to you because we usually only go about an hour, and we're just over an hour right now. So I'm sorry for those who have asked for messages, and I hope you come back and post your message. You know what you can also do? You can come back if you know something's coming up and be one of the first people to post a message, and I'll definitely be able to get you right in. Okay.
You come over to
So
my channel on Saturday, and I
there you
do
go.
all questions on Saturday at 4 Eastern.
Right. There you go. And Katie always has lots of different things on her channel. So yes,
Yeah.
please do. Please do. And Saturday night, I have Lady Soul coming on with also another reader whose name happens to be also Allie. So come on over and see us.
Cool.
All right. So Tammy Jackson, any Met family member that wants to come through?
I love 40s music, Craig.
There
Love it.
too.
Me too. Oh God,
I like
yes.
that big band sound.
Yes.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Glenn Miller. I always watch the Glenn Miller story, and I cry every single time.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jimmy Stewart in that?
Yes, he is. He plays Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jimmy Stewart.
And June Allison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the 40s, they just had that
Thing,
cool music. I don't know. I like
Oh,
it.
I know.
Listen
Yes.
a lot, too.
Tammy, the lady that's coming through for me is she's like average. She's like average size and build, but her hair is it's like really. I think it's really curly. And she has kind of a swagger, a butch way of walking, a really tough guy. But you know she's female. She's trying to get her to tell me a name. But she's like she's standing in front of me, and it's like she's knocking on my desk and and gesturing like.
Ah.
So I don't know if who that would be in your life, um, but she says, um, it's a very simple message, but she says, get out of your own way. Stop. Stop this and get out of your own way. And that is the message. I don't know who that is or why they wanted to say that, but they said it.
Okay. She says she has two grandmothers, Kathleen and Betty, and an aunt, Alma. By the way, everybody, 905, Craig, means embrace the changes that are being presented to you. They are heaven sent. I got this beautiful book on angel numbers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If her name is Kathleen and she acts like me, maybe that was the reason why it was.
She's like, hello, McFly. Oh, I love that movie. I can't help it.
I get that whoever this is funny, number one. Kind of a bit of a jokester or something. So that might ring a bell with you. Like,
That's Angel.
I feel like you laugh together a lot with this person who's coming. But also, the message that she's bringing is that there's like some inspiration, a gift from spirit. This is the Page of Wands again, coming your way. But look how this little guy, he's like giggling behind his hand. So I feel like this relative is like, we're sending you a little inspirational gift. And Knight of Wands, again, I think it's coming. It's on the way. And it's kind of, not your usual inspiration. So it might be, pretty out there or something. But you'll notice it, I think. And then also I get that this funny person comes to you in your dreams sometimes. It's the Four of Swords. But, when you're laying down, resting, sleeping, if you meditate, that you see this person in your dreams. Because I'm not getting the name, but I feel like they're trying to give you the name by telling you they're funny, trickery, and that you've seen them in your dreams.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that we ended on a lighthearted note.
And the thing with Tammy Jackson, I've contacted Angel, and everything you described was Angel with Tammy Jackson, and Angel was her brother that had died, and yeah, so that's cool. That's very, very cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you to everybody. Thanks to those who just came in too. We probably could spend 6 or 7 more hours doing this, but I think we probably fall over. So we'll be back next week, same time, same channel. In the meantime, check out Kathleen J. Lightworker. She has lots and lots of different shows on, and also Spirit Whisperer Mark, who has show on Saturday where he channels Pan. And also Mondays, he works with Debbie Freebird's Spirit, or her replacement, who happened to have been Andrea recently.
Yeah.
And yeah, had a lot of great animal readings over there. So
a lot of fun.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you all. And thank you. We appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. Lots of love. Bye-bye, everyone.
Nice.